You must use language devices. But I want to speak to you about this because the language devices are quite different for paper 2 than they are for paper 1. Yes, you should be using similes and metaphors and alliteration, but there are very specific persuasive devices that the examiner does want you to use. So they are: use a statistic. Make it sound realistic. Don't say 100% of people who smoke die. It doesn't sound realistic. No, statistics don't have to be true. I know that's what some teachers have been saying. They just have to sound realistic. Flattery. If you ask your mum to go to a party and you say, "Mum, you stupid cow, let me go to the party," she's not going to let you go to the party. But if you say, "Mum, you know you're the best mum in the world, please can I go to the party?" she'll let you go. So flattery works in the same way in paper 2. You say, "Surely someone as intelligent as you can see that this is wrong." And you're going to be like, "Oh, she thinks I'm intelligent. Okay, I'll listen to her." Dismissing the counter argument. This will help you in the future when you have husbands and wives and boyfriends and girlfriends and you're trying to win an argument. You think about what the other person's going to say and then you say it and tell them why they're wrong. So you say, "I understand some people may think that being a vegetarian is bad for your health because you don't get enough protein. However, this is completely incorrect and inaccurate because you can get protein from lots of different sources like nuts and lentils." So now the other person doesn't have anything to say anymore because you already said what they were going to say and you told them why they're wrong. Rhetorical questions are fantastic for paper 2. Is this right? Is this fair? How would you feel if that was your child who da 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 da? So rhetorical questions are fantastic, and so is the rule of 3. You want to use lots of those. We must work together for our country, our children, and our world. Try and use lots of inclusive pronouns like we and our and us. You'll notice like politicians do this all the time, because if you're like you, I feel like, I believe, you're making it all about you and the people aren't going to really be on your side. But if you say our children are dying on our doorstep, we must make a change, then it's like you're all part of one team. An anecdote is really good to use because as much as we want to be factual and give statistics, we also want to play on the emotions. So you want to give a personal story like, "I remember when I was younger." Next, to get a top grade, you need to use a mixture of long and short paragraphs. When I used to examine, I used to look at a piece and before even reading it, I could tell you if it's a grade 9 or not. Because if all the paragraphs are similar lengths, it's probably not a grade 9. Please make sure somewhere in there you have got a one-line paragraph. Next, just like you're using long and short paragraphs, make sure you are using a mixture of long and short sentences. So if your last sentence was long, make the next one short. The next one short again, then let's go long. It's a lot easier to do that in paper 2 because you can use short, powerful statements like, "It is time for a change. We must